What's good, guys? You're welcome to this week forecast. So the pair we have here is US100, and this is a monthly time frame. So we talked about US100 last week, and we projected it to go higher. And we can see that from the monthly time frame, the market has been going up, and we can also see we have a trend line here showing that the market is still on an uptrend. And we can see the market created a new high from the monthly time frame. You can see this is a high, a higher low, a higher high. So we can see the market has a chance of going higher. On the weekly time frame, so this is what we had here. Last week we had a retest of this zone, which we call that a trade, that the market has a chance of going higher. On daily time frame, we can see that the market was rejecting from here. Despite the momentum, bullish momentum was very low, but the chance of it going higher is greater than the chance of it going down. So all throughout the week, the market was just consolidating within this area. We did not see any much bullish momentum though. But moving forward to this week, I believe that the market has high bullish momentum. If the market has more bullish momentum, it will go upward. So I'm usually safe taking trades when the stop loss is around somewhere here, because we know that this is the last zone, and anything price breaks it, the trend has changed. But for now, this is what we have here in this market. So we have something like this, something like this. Yeah, this is what we had on this market. So let's move to the next pair. So guys, the next pair is the dollar index. We can see that the dollar index finally rejected from this zone. Yeah, I was expecting to see a close above here, then we'll see more bullish movement, but you can see that the dollar was very weak. It rejected from this zone, which it has lasted for some time. You can see that the market is currently at the range of this point and is rejecting. So if this market rejects from this zone, that means we might see more bearish movement back to here, but that's by the way though. So we look out how December will be, if there will be more bullish momentum in the dollar to push higher. But if the dollar maintains below this zone, we might see more bearish move from the dollar. So from the weekly, we can see we have a bearish engulfing, and we know what a bearish engulfing is. On a weekly time frame, it usually reacts when there's a bearish engulfing pattern or a bullish engulfing pattern. We can see here there was a bullish engulfing pattern and it moved up, and now we have a bearish engulfing pattern, which might be a very good sign for the dollar going down. But let's see how the market moves. We can see when we had a bearish engulfing, a big one, see how the market collapsed. And also here we didn't have any bullish engulfing. Here we had bullish engulfing. So the turning point in the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame are usually marked by patterns, which might be a normal candlestick pattern or a chart pattern. So seeing a bearish engulfing candlestick here is a sign of weakness in the dollar. So if the dollar goes down, that means EUR/USD and GBP/USD is expected to go up. So let's move to the next pair, which is EUR/USD. On EUR/USD, we can see massive bearish movement, and we can see this is the zone here. The market tried to break below it while the market rejected above, and we can see that this year the market was unable to close below it. So what will determine the movement if this market will stay above this range is this week we are entering. If we notice that price is unable to break below here, we might start seeing bullishness in EUR/USD. Now from the weekly time frame, we can see how the market ended with a bullish engulfing, but this bullish engulfing is not that big because this candle is not engulfing this full total of the body. But we can see that we are having a rejection from this zone. So if we have a rejection, a sound rejection, that means the EUR/USD has a chance of pushing upward maybe to this point. So but let's see how the market flows first. Now looking at this, we have a zone here. Let's not forget we have a zone here, a minor zone, and we also have another minor zone here. So this might be the places which we'll be expecting the EUR/USD to move to. Here, and in the macro movements, we might expect a move to here. So looking at EUR/USD, is rejecting from this zone though. So for me, it's in a point of indecision, because buying from here, the market can get here and start falling that, and also selling from here, you might just come back to this zone and push up. So we need clear movement from EUR/USD to either break below this zone and retest here, or to push above this zone. So but I am safer with this because this will be better. So plotting our zones from the monthly time frame on EUR/USD, it will look like this. So we have the next zone to this point here. So if EUR/USD goes down below this zone here, we might expect the market to come here. Here we have a minor zone, which is this here. This is a minor zone. So if EUR/USD finally break below here, then it will be better for us to trade it downward. But for now, this point is a place of indecision, and we can see how the market has been reacting to it previously. When price came back to this point, it created more massive bullish, and now this is the third time price is coming to this point. We might still see the repetition of these two previous moves. So let me move to the next pair, which is GBP/USD. On GBP/USD, let's plot our zones. We can see here, this is a zone. We have another zone here. We have another zone somewhere here. We have another zone here. We have another zone here. So looking at the GBP/USD from the monthly time frame, we can see that the market is currently rejecting from this zone here. You can see how the market rejected previously from this point. You can see we had the first rejection, the second rejection, and a little bit rejection here. So now price finally broke. It was unable to break below it, and we might see a rejection upwards. So we're waiting to see the rejection first from GBP/USD from the monthly time frame. So let's move to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see how the market is. So from the weekly time frame, it's looking bearish. We can see a push downward, and we can see price coming back to this zone here. So if market is unable to break above it, then we might see a bearish move. So this point is an area of decision in the market, just similar to that of the EUR/USD. So if it breaks above, then we might see more bullish movement up. On the daily time frame, we can see that the market has taken this high here. If this market keep pushing upward, is able to break above here, then we might see more bullish movement on GBP/USD.